Hi guys, in this video I'm going to discuss about user-defined data type in Microsoft SQL Server. So in my last video I discussed about the user-defined table types. So let's see about the user-defined data types in this video. So at your first going to create one or table. So let's write at here create or type and here giving the name student and here from varchar and here giving the size 22 and that should be not null. Now if you execute to this query, so add here or create type student. So there is one type created with the name student from, so by using varchar 22, so it should not be null. Now here after let's refresh the tab and here or let's go to user defined data types. So at here there is the one user defined data type, it's created, the name is student and here the varchar it's a 22 and here it should not be null. So this is the simplest way we can create user defined data types. Now here after I'm going to create multiple user defined data types. So at here for this we need to use create and here type create type and here, so let's give at here the name. So going to give at here a student name and here we need to use from and here, so that should be varchar, name should be varchar. So let's give at here the name size 100. Now here after let's copy that one and paste it down. So this time I'm going to create three user defined data types. So create tab and here this time giving the name student is and here it should be integer tab. So add here from going to write int and here a student address. So add here let's write ADDR. Now if you execute to this three or query, so see at here command completed successfully. Now if you refresh the user defined data, so see at here there is the student address varchar here a student is and here a student name. So user defined or data it's created. Now here after I'm going to use this user defined data types here. So at here let's write first. So first I'm going to create one table, create and here table and giving the name. So giving the name at here student one and here, so first column is a student underscore name. So student underscore name. So at here I created user defined data types. So at here going to use this or user defined data type at here. So let's paste there. Now here after comma and here going to use a student underscore age. So this should be, so if you want then here you can use a student is or you can write into simply int. So int. Now here after the next is a student. So next is underscore ADDR address and here going to give varchar or let's give 99. So 99. Now here after if you execute to this query, so execute that. So incorrect syntax. So why I'm getting the, okay, we have to close by semicolon by bracket. Now give the semicolon. Execute that. So see at a command completed successfully. Now there is a one table it's created by using user defined data tabs and here or predefined or system defined data. So int varchar. So this is the system defined data and this is the user defined data that I just created. Now here after let's go up and here there is the table. So let's refresh the table and here check student 1. Now go to the column and here you can get the idea. So here student name. So student name it's displaying and here varchar 100. So our table is created successfully. Now here after going to insert the record inside student 1 table. So for this we need to use declare and here giving the name declare student 1 student 1 and hereafter let's write table and here so first is student name and here so let's copy this one student name and hereafter student or just copy this all. So it's copied. Now hereafter close by. So no need to close here declare. Hereafter I'm going to insert the records. So and here this is the closing. Now here this is the bracket. So let's keep the bracket at here. So going to insert some records here. So insert enter. So that is just created one table student 1 and here so we need to pass the three parameters. So first add here the parameter first column student 1. So if, let's go there student 1. So there are three columns. First is student name, age and address. So let's copy add here first part control V and here next is student age column and here student address. Now here after we need to pass some values. So let's write add here values. So going to write add here first is max and here after the age 23 and here the address me or me. So this value I'm going to insert. So first I'm going to do one thing, going to check. So is there any record inside student 1? So for this we need to write select a star from student 1 because at here I'm going to insert the record inside student 1. So execute that. So there are no any records. Now hereafter let's execute. So first declare. So see at here one row affected. Now let's check. So one more thing, we need to use this one at here. Now let's execute this three. So see at here there are three columns at here and here student name max. So since I executed this twice time so that it's a display max and here max it's all on twice time it's a display. So this is the way we can use add here or user defined data tabs add here. So we can declare add here. After that we can use anywhere here. So I used inside to student 1 when I create the table student 1. So at the time I used add here student name. So your student name is the user defined here. Now here after let's see other example. So add here going to do one thing. So let's So this time I use add a student one, right? So going to create one temporary table. So let's copy this one, and hereafter I'm going to do some modification. So declare a student one. So a student here I'm giving temp, a student temp, right? So hereafter table and student name. So this time if you want, then here you can use so this time I'm going to use giving the size at a varchar at a 80, and here going to use user defined. So here this user defined going to use at this place. Now address not going to change, and hereafter insert into. So this time going to insert a student or temp tab. So add here let's write temp a student tab. Now here after a student or name, here a student age and a student address. So add here let's give some unique name. So going to enter Haddon, and here the age 20 or 9, and here the address Hobart. So this is the address. Now here after let's use select a start from, and here so let's write student at the rate student tab. Now execute that. So at here I created temporary table with the name student, and here so this the here Haddon and 29 Hobart, the value is inserted. So this time here I also used so this is a predefined or system defined data, and here or this is the user defined data that I just created at this point. So this is the users add here. Now if you want, then here you can insert more records. So let's give add here Haddon 1, the age is the giving add here 27, and here address Hobart 1. Now if you execute, so see add here or the new value it's inserted and previous value it's gone. So this time I created temporary table. Now here after I'm going to show you one more example by using or user defined data types. So at here let's write create or tag create tab, and here or giving the name a student tag a student tab, and here let's give as and here table. So in for a student there is the most essential thing is roll number, name and address. So roll number is the most important. So first I'm going to give the column name roll underscore number. So this should be integer type, and you're going to give identity column. So identity column about the identity column I already discussed in my previous videos. So please go through previous video. So hereafter next is name. So that should be varchar, and here giving the size for 56 and here if you want, then here you can enter the name also. So let's write at your default, and here giving the name Sam, and hereafter next is so roll number. Hereafter let's give at your comma. The next part is age. So going to use this term is user defined. So here we need to just copy this one. So add it, let's paste it. Now hereafter ATTR. So if you want, then here you can directly give varchar, or let's use add here or this one, user defined data tab. So if you take the cursor, student address, so this is the tab user defined data tab. So for address, going to give student ADDR. Now here after close. So at this point creating all the table with the name student tab. So when you are using as table, so at here it must be created inside user defined table tabs. So now let's execute that. The tab is already exists. Okay, let's check inside. So student tab it's already exists. So now let's give it a student one. So command completed successfully. Now here replace that one. Not this at here user defined table tabs. So one table at here I created with the name student one. So if you going to check the column details, so you can find at here roll number, name, and here age. So this is the data, and here address, this is the data. Now here after let's use declare. So at here declare. So at the rate std, going to declare student. Here after student and here type the name one. So student here this should be meaningful capital letter. Now here after going to insert some values. So after going to write insert enter and at the rate std and you're going to pass the parameter. First is age and hereafter a double d r and here the values. So going to enter 24 for age and for address going to write max grow. Close by bracket. Now next going to give the age 30 and here the address Nevada. So see idea, this is the identity column here, not going to enter name. So okay, name is already given at here Sam, so this will enter only Sam. Now let's execute. So one if you execute, so two records going to be inserted. So two rows inserted. Now if you wanna check, so let's write at here select at the rate select start from. So at here I declare with the name at the rate std. So we need to write at the rate std. So about the std, it's a local variable at the rate std. So it's come under Adam database student tab here. Now let's execute. So here, if you are going to execute, so here this should be declare. So for this we need to execute this one. We need to select this three, then we have to execute. So see at here. So identity column, it's start from 1 and increasing by 1. And here the name is default Sam. And hereafter S first time 24, next is 30. It's inserted. So these the things. So at here we are using user defined data. So previously we are using at here system defined data types like varchar, decimal, varchar. So if you if you wanna use at here user defined data types, so only need to create a type here. So it's created inside at here user defined data types inside, and you have to just create. Hereafter you can use this data anywhere in your query. So instead of writing these things, so if you don't want to give the detail about varchar, so just write at here a student name. So a student name at here. So this is the column name and this is the student name. So student name add here. So it's a work as a user defined data type. The value is bracket 100. So this is the three example for by using user defined data types. So first time I used add here create table student one. Next time I create temporary table. So whenever temporary table executed, it's inserted new value. So let's execute this query. So header it's inserted header 121. So if you I'm going to remove header and you're giving the age 29 and the address Howard. So see header if you execute new value it's displaying with the name header 24 at the rate. Now if you select this one, so see header it must be declared. So this is the temporary. And here I also used user defined data. The name is and here student is. So these are the things. So I hope guys this video is helpful for you. So now in this video it's over. So thanks for watching. See you next video. Thank you.